Okay, what is up YouTube? Zain Rahman, and in today's video I'll be talking about how to progressively overload or how to train harder than last time, as Coach Craig would say. And before I begin, not a fitness trainer, I'm only telling you what I think, what I believe, what I know, and what you choose to believe, what you choose to follow, what you choose to apply. That's your decision, your responsibility, not mine. Okay, so primarily the things I'll talk about in this video will apply to people who train with a bodybuilding style of training and who have a goal for muscle hypertrophy or muscle growth. But whatever style you train, you can apply some of this knowledge to your training, and it will work out in the best way for you. Okay, so progressively overloading, progressive overload, we can talk about it in terms of one workout, that is the workout that you're doing at present on a single day, or as a comparison to your current workout with your next. Okay, so the same workout that you do this week, say suppose you train chest today, you'll be training chest again the same day next week. So, how do you progressively overload from today's workout to the same workout that you'll be doing next week? Okay, so in this video, I'll be talking more about how you progressively overload from today's workout to the next week's workout, or whenever you do that workout next, based on however your split is set up. And I'll talk a bit about how you can progressively overload for the same workout. And basically what you want to do is to do more than your previous set. Okay, so whatever weight you lifted for your previous set, maybe you can go into your next set and lift a little bit more than that. Okay, you can change the volume around a little, maybe do less reps on the initial set and more on the next set, or vice versa. Ideally you want to be training to failure, so in some cases it might be fewer reps on the next set. In other cases it might be more reps. Okay, and similarly with the weight, but ideal way to do it would be to lift more weight as you progress with your sets. Okay, so the set that you'd be doing last, you want to be your heaviest. And again, the ideal way to train would be, say, to do a couple of sets for your warm up, where you'd be lifting a minimum amount of weight for a high number of reps, and this minimum amount of weight might be as less as just the bar. Okay, so there's no ego lifting involved here. What you're doing basically with these reps, with these warm up sets, is just getting your muscle used to the movement that you will be performing. Give it that message that it's about to lift some heavy weights. Then you can go into one or two working sets where you'll be lifting maybe half of what you can lift for your main set. Okay, or maybe a little bit more than half, maybe 60, 65, 70%. So then you can do one or two of these working sets, which would be moderate weight, moderate volume, moderate reps, and then the last one would be the actual set, where you'd want to train with failure for say a rep range of 8 to 12 reps with the maximum weight that you can lift for those number of reps. And these would be the sets where you would be creating the best stimulus for muscle growth or muscle hypertrophy, and training your failure, really pumping blood into your muscles and getting your muscles swelling. Okay, so that's how you typically want to progressively overload. And before you go into this main set, you're getting your muscle warmed up and ready and accustomed to the movement that you're about to be performing with the main set. Okay, so that was a little bit about how you can progressively overload for the same workout. And again, what you could do is to maybe up your volume, do more reps on the progressive sets, or maybe to do less reps with heavier weight. But the ideal way to do it would be to do these one or two warm up sets, then one or two working sets, then one or two sets to failure, which would be your main set to produce failure and muscle hypertrophy. Okay, and talking about progressively overloading from your present workout to your next workout, there's three ways you can create progressive overload. Okay, the first one would be, of course, lifting heavier weight. All right, now, like I've talked about before, you don't have to lift way heavier, like 5-10 kgs on every set of every exercise. Okay, you can just take your last set of every exercise and do it with a little bit heavier weight than you've done previously. Okay, so it would be something as less as 1 or 2 kgs. Okay, it doesn't have to be crazy. So just try and make your next workout 5% more than your previous workout. Okay, so if you're training like that with 20 workouts, you would be at 200% of where you were initially. Okay, so you've doubled your training intensity or training volume or the amount of weight that you can lift. You've doubled your strength, so to speak. So that is how you progress. And considering you're doing one workout, one body part, 1 day a week, and then if you consider these 20 workouts that it will take for you to double your workout, then you'd be doing probably 4 or 5 workouts a month. So in 4 or 5 months, you would have doubled your workout. You would be performing at 200% of where you were initially. Okay, so that is the pace that you want to be going at. So your body has enough room for progression and recovery, and you keep progressing and keep training harder than last time. Okay, the second thing that you can do is to play around with the volume, which is the number of sets and reps. Okay, so what you can do is you can increase the volume. Okay, you can do more reps than last time. Okay, even if you do 2 more reps than what you did with your previous workout, you're basically doing more than you did last time. You're training harder than last time, so it is still progressive, and it is not something that your body has done previously. So the next time it would be adapting to a minimum of the stimulus. Okay, and that way you keep growing, you keep progressing. So it doesn't have to be 10 reps with every set. Just maybe on one set of one exercise you could do 2 extra reps, and that would still be progressive overload. Okay, so however this fits the level that you're at, how you can train, what you can do. Okay, you just go with that scale. You don't have to go all out crazy, double your workout every time. Okay, try and lift more weight than you can, ego lift. Okay, you always want to be lifting weight that you can control. Okay, so one thing you can do with volume, like I said, is to do more reps, even if it's just 2 reps overall with your complete workout. 2 reps on one set, that is still progressive overload. And of course, you want to be motivated to do more than that, but I'm just saying it's still progressive overload. Okay, and then again, you can do more sets. Okay, and once again, you don't have to add a set to every exercise. Just with one of those exercises, you can do an extra set wherever you want to do it, and it's still progressive overload. So that's how you can progressively overload with the volume. The third thing that you can do is to take less rest between sets. Okay, so when you're done with one set and you're going on to the next, the amount of rest time you can reduce that. Then again, you don't have to obsess over the rest period and look at your watch every time, or set your stopwatch. But just when you're ready to go again, when your muscles are recovered enough to go to into the next set, then you can go on and do that, and try and do your workout in a lesser amount of time. Okay, so this will create more time under tension. Okay, so you would be putting more tension on your muscles this way in a lesser amount of time. So you can progressively overload this way. And I've done a video earlier talking about sets and reps, and how you can do different rep ranges to get the results that you want. All right, so you want to check that video out. I'll add it to the end screen to this video, and yeah, we'll leave this video at this. So ways that you can progressively overload, primarily talking about how you can progressively overload from the workout that you would be doing on a particular day compared to you doing the same workout the next time. Okay, so let me know what you thought about that, and leave your comments below. Like and share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.